Before delving into the details of the BTK killer's life and actions, let me first offer my sincerest condolences to the families and loved ones of his victims. The pain and trauma caused by such a heinous act are unimaginable, and my heart goes out to those affected. The BTK killer, whose real name is Dennis Rader, was born on March 9, 1945, in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Growing up, Rader was a shy and introverted child who struggled to make friends. His family life was relatively normal, with both his parents being hard-working and well-respected members of their community. However, Rader's childhood experiences played a significant role in shaping his personality and behavior. According to his own confession, he was fascinated by the idea of control and domination from a young age, and he often experimented with bondage and other sexual fantasies. As Rader grew older, his violent tendencies became more pronounced. He served in the United States Air Force from 1966 to 1970, where he learned survival and weapons skills. He then went on to work as a security officer and eventually became a dog catcher for the city of Wichita, Kansas. It wasn't until January 15, 1974, that Rader committed his first murder. His victim was a 34-year-old mother named Julie Otero, whom he strangled to death in her home along with her husband and 2 children. Over the next few years, Rader went on to kill 9 more people, mostly women and children. Despite the grotesque nature of his crimes, Rader was a seemingly normal member of society, married with 2 children and working as a compliance officer for a security company. However, he harbored dark fantasies and urges that he could not control. In his confession, he described feeling an intense rush of power and satisfaction from killing and dominating others. What sets Rader apart from other serial killers is his meticulous planning and attention to detail. He would often spend weeks or even months stalking his victims, breaking into their homes, and studying their routines before finally attacking them. He also enjoyed taunting the police and media by sending letters and packages detailing his crimes. Rader's behavior was a classic example of what psychologists call the dark triad of traits: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. He had an inflated sense of self-importance, lacked empathy for his victims, and enjoyed manipulating and deceiving others for his own benefit. Despite his high level of intelligence, Rader was ultimately caught due to a mistake he made in 2004. He had sent a floppy disk to the police that contained metadata that revealed the disk had been created on a computer at the Christ Lutheran Church. This led the authorities to suspect Rader, who was a member of the church, and eventually led to his arrest. In conclusion, the life of the BTK killer is a tragic and disturbing story of a man who was consumed by his violent fantasies and desire for control. While his actions cannot be excused or justified, studying his mind and thought processes can help us understand the complex factors that drive people to commit such heinous acts. May the victims of his crimes rest in peace, and may their families find comfort and healing.